Would not miss. Hello. What up,
What's
Jackson?
up? How's it going?
You a Packers fan?
I'm a big Packers fan.
And you live in Chicago.
Yes, sir.
How's that
Yes,
come to
sir.
be?
Yeah, I don't know. I also have a I got a Bears YouTube channel as well. So,
The irony there.
yeah, that's what it is.
I guess at least you've seen more wins as a Packers fan.
Oh, I've had a fine life as a Packers fan to date. It's been okay.
Well, I'm a Vikings-Ravens fan, so I fucking hate the Pack.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Ravens. Super Bowl, Joe Flacco.
Yeah, that was cool. I actually wasn't a fan of them when they won. Like I moved to Maryland in 2009. So by 2012, I was like still kind of like I'm not gonna like the Ravens because I'm not really from Maryland. But then after living like 10 years in Maryland, I was like, I guess I'm a Ravens fucking fan.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
So, what'd you think of last night's game?
Sorry, I just rolled out of bed, dude. I stayed up all night watching the original James Bond movies. I'm on 3.
Which one? 3.
1, 2, and 3.
So you watched Doctor No, then you watched so you're watching From Russia with Love now, right?
Yeah, I just finished that last night. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a huge James Bond fan. I own like so good. My favorite line in From Russia with Love is when whatever the blonde hair bad guy, he orders red wine with fish, and then at the end of the movie with James Bond tricks him, he's like, I should have known, red wine with fish. He's like, you're the one on your knees, old man.
Yeah,
and then he like pushes him out. That's a good movie. That's From Russia with Love is one of my favorite.
I love that song. I had to add it, but yeah, I'm KO'd right now. I'm KO'd.
Yeah. The best. What were you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the best part about those old James Bonds is he hits women when they're like hysterical or they're like, James, I'm hopping out the shower. Give me some clothes, and he shows up with like 2 flip flops.
It's so old school.
Yeah, you're just like, damn. You should listen. Look at his quotes. He's like, Sean Connery has quotes where, in recent years before he dies, he like denounced domestic violence, but he was just like, yeah. He's like, there's some women who are looking for it. Who are looking to be hit.
Yeah,
you're like, oh. I mean, he's like, I don't think there's nothing wrong. He's like, any level that leaves a mark is wrong, but sometimes you need to put them in their place. You're like, because each year they would ask him, you're like, damn, Sean, like his views would change, but you're like, and then like one of his ex-partners came out and were like, yeah, I ended things with him because of his views on domestic violence.
Damn. He turned into the real James Bond.
Yeah, I mean, maybe at the end of his life he realized it was wrong, but yeah, for a while he was just like.
I watched
allegedly.
Along with the binging of movies, I also binged hour-long recaps after I'm on YouTube, and I didn't know he was like 30 years old. Like during Doctor No, he was like 30. Yeah. So
yeah, Sean Connery, and he was a Disney actor.
Damn, really?
Wow. Yeah, if he shirts up, I think it's some Scottish film he sings. Sean Connery was like discovered in a Disney film.
Oh, all right.
Mm-hmm. And then his younger brother Neil Connery went on to star in James Bond spin-offs that were like B-level movies trying to capitalize on James Bond's success.
Oh, shit.
Okay, we're done with the James Bond, but Dorian Finney-Smith and Reggie Bullock showed up for Luka. Do you think they can take another game?
No. I mean, dude, this guy Steve Kerr is developing players.
Mid-playoffs.
Damn, that coffee looks good. I'm all out right now. I'm all out of coffee.
So am I when he got this on the way.
But yeah, I would say I don't know what the something was going on. I don't know. He's got something schemed. Maybe because he's thinking Boston, Miami is gonna go to. Like, he's clearly not worried. I mean, I'm watching Moses Moody play basketball in whatever quarter that was. Like, it's crazy. It's just crazy. I was not anticipating that. So, no, this is
of the Warriors.
I don't think they're as powerful as a lot of people think they are. Like, they've got a lot of holes, but I think they're the better of the two teams. I think what we really saw last night was when you have Luka out, the Mavs. The Mavs won a playoff series without this guy. Essentially, they're a lot better. Or no, I don't mean it. I don't mean that. They're not a lot better without Luka, but they play more as a team without Luka on the floor. Like, they're just a lot more. They're just like feeding off each other because, like I said, like, there's no other star there, so no Luka. They're just all contributing. I think I really got a glimpse of that.
No, I agree that you got to see the Mavericks, especially Kleba, Reggie Bullock, Dorian Finney-Smith. First off, Spencer Dinwiddie, before I continue, has fallen off. He was balling all playoffs until this Warriors series, and he's kind of just gone quiet. I think I want to pull up his stats and see how many games he's had. I know he had 26 points in the game before, but he's had 2 games where last game was 10. Then on May 20th, he had 4 points. Okay, and then he also had that stretch between May 4th and May 10th where he didn't score over 11 points in 4 games in a row. So there's been some really cold streaks from Spencer Dinwiddie, even though he did drop 8 assists last night. I made a video on this. I think the Mavs could take another game. They just need everyone to show up. Like, Jalen Brunson can't have 15 points, but tonight they were lucky because Dorian Finney-Smith made up for it with 23. I just think every player not named Luka Doncic needs to drop at least like 10 points out of like the Kleba, Bertans, Dinwiddie, Brunson, Bullock, Finney-Smith bunch. Also, Frank Ntilikina, please shoot the goddamn ball. Like, he's actually like playing really good defense, like phenomenal defense. Like, he played like 20 minutes last night. Mm-hmm. He just didn't shoot. Like, I swear to God, this guy touches a basketball and it's like hot potato. Yeah. Throw it away from him.
I forget which 2K it was. He was an interesting 2K project, and like 2K17, I don't know.
But, 17 or 18.
I think I'm sticking with my prediction of I really wanted them to win because I got clowned. Like, I made a video saying why the Warriors will probably sweep. I got clowned a little bit by some people I know. And so I really wanted it to happen. But if you watched the video, I said that the Warriors will win in 5. But for title purposes, I said they most likely will get swept or will sweep. So I'm sticking with Warriors in 5. Like you said, Dallas kind of has to be on. They got to be on their X's. They got to be on their O's. And Dinwiddie, I like Jalen, but I'm talking about Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, Supermax Kevon Looney, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry. This dude, Jonathan Kuminga, had 17 points, 8 rebounds. Like, he's cool. I can't. It's so. I thought it was so cool. I thought it was so cool.
It really was. And that's another thing that when we look back at this, I think I want Dallas to come back to make the. Obviously, if they do come back, everyone's going to be like, oh, well, the NBA rigged it, so they come back so they get more games. Like, even my dad's saying that now to me. He's like, they want more games. I'm like, you don't even follow basketball like this, and now you're suggesting that they're rigging the games. Like,
it's all over Twitter. Already, it's all over Twitter.
That they're rigging?
Yeah, that's why Luka and the Mavs got one. Like,
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think if they are rigging the NBA, it's not as blatant as it was in the mid 2000s where they were doing like 50 fouls in a row. Where you see those like NBA YouTube videos where they show like the Milwaukee Bucks series, the 76ers, where the Bucks were gonna win, but they didn't want it to be Lakers versus Bucks, or they didn't want it to be Sacramento versus Bucks or something like that. So they let the Lakers beat Sacramento, or it was the Spurs, and then the Bucks lost to the Sixers because they'd rather have a Philadelphia LA than a Milwaukee San Antonio finals.
Damn.
Yeah. So if you look, I think it was like in both of those series, the small market team was winning either 2-0 or 3. Yeah, it was 2-0, and then the other team came back and won like 4 straight. And if you see, it's like triple the amount of fouls taken in the rest of the series.
Damn, man.
Yeah. So that's what everyone says is when it comes into like collusion, or not collusion, like when they suggest the NBA's rigged, they say it's because of the fouls.
Yeah, I would say that's what I would imagine if it's going on in the NBA. I would view it a lot more subtly with fouling, stuff like maybe in the regular season where you got refs betting on certain player rebounds. I would imagine there's at least one bad bunch from all the refs. But like I said, I mean, I don't know what's going on. All I'm saying is if there is collusion, if there is cheating in the NBA, it's going on with the referees, with very minuscule stuff with like, all right, I'm betting the over on Ayton's rebound, or I need him to get 8 rebounds, stuff like that. I know players bet on themselves. I know it for a fact.
Really?
I know it for a fact, and every time I say that, people are like, "Oh yeah, right. Imagine that."
Well, we're seeing it happen in the NFL. That's the only reason I'm saying. Really,
it happens. Like 100%, it happens. So,
aren't the guys who got caught in the NFL? They got caught because they used their legit names. Like they didn't even hide it.
What was that dude's
Calvin
name?
Ridley.
Calvin Ridley. Yeah, he came out. Or they got him recently.
He spent $1,500. He got suspended for what? It was 3 days. I think it was like Thanksgiving weekend or something that he spent $1,500, and they were trying to make him seem like an addict.
I have a hard time believing it was $1,500. I have a very hard time.
Well, that's what they caught him with. That was the disputed was for a 3-day period he spent $1,500 under his name on a legal booking app. It wasn't illegal either.
I know a team in the NBA that has players that bet on themselves. So,
all right, is this from a source?
This is from somebody who I would not just haphazardly say that comment. Yeah.
All right. Really?
Yeah.
That's actually interesting. I guess like they would have inside knowledge if they're betting. Also, this gives me a great segue. I did think about this, that we need to start bringing in NBA bets. I don't really bet anymore just because I don't have the money to spend on betting regularly. But if anybody ever offers me free to play, I'll take your free to play and never play again. But like,
yeah,
I've done that multiple times. I'm that asshole. Give me your free to play. I'll play $100 for free, cash that in, peace, close my account.
Amen to that.
Do you bet at all or no?
I'm like banned from a lot of the top dog, like FanDuel, account banned, or number banned, and I used to do a lot of golf betting, actually, because I was a beast at it. But no, I haven't bet in a while. I would love to. FanDuel is like my kind of. That's like my kind of app, and my number is blocked. Like, so.
What'd you do?
I actually don't remember. I don't remember. I think it was something BS though. So yeah.
It's a fucking.
I've been banned from a lot of these, like PayPal and Venmo, and it's just annoying. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm banned from Venmo as well.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's honestly, I'm gonna say it's from I get a charge and then charge your account. That doesn't work. I haven't. Oh no, I didn't say I sold them 750 because they only took out like 500. So I spent some, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna ever pay you back this 150. I'm good using this app. Like I don't need it.
I didn't hear the whole story because there was static.
Static,
Yeah.
like the bad static from the other day.
Yeah, it's still going on. Ooh, background music. Cool. Nice. I like it. All right, we're back at it here with another Cyro Asseo video.
Cyro.
Zero.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Is it static?
No.
Alright. So, if it's either way, this is the last day with my blue snowball. I have a road
cool.
podcaster. Yeah, I bought a road podcaster yesterday, or 2 days ago on Monday. Really, it was 2 a.m. on Tuesday, but it'll get here tomorrow.
Nice. Those are.
So I have no idea if this is because of my microphone, but it's a blue snowball. I have no idea why it does that static thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a snowball guy myself.
Well, this
I
is
don't
my
know why.
travel mic.
Yeah.
Like
I'm sure it's fine, right?
it's like
Yeah.
$50. It gets the job done. I use an XLR at home, but I've just decided like I should just buy a podcaster, a Rode mic. What do you use?
I use a Blue Yeti, I think.
That's what I used to use that, and then my roommate offered me an exuberant amount of money, and I was like, "Yeah, I didn't even pay that much for it right now, but you can have it, you know."
Damn, nice.
Yeah,
I want
so I just gave it.
like a mixer, like the one that comes down, like
The
something,
arm?
like yeah, like just something nice where it's like right in front of me. It's like right in front of my face, and I want to have like a mixer with it. And
I have a mixer at my place.
you got a mixer? Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I dropped like 110 2 years ago on it. I use it for my usual videos when I'm back at my studio. It's a little annoying, like in the sense that it took a while to learn because there's so many goddamn knobs.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
probably like 100 knobs.
Damn, dude.
I didn't buy a small one. No, I bought a 12 channel because I wanted to hook up 12 microphones into one computer.
That's sick as hell. Yeah, that's sick as
So
hell.
I have eight XLR inputs. I have 4 jack inputs. So I can have 8 XLR mics at once. Technically, I can have 12 microphones at once.
Damn.
I'll fit into that yeah,
That's what I want right there.
yeah, it was dope. I bought it used. I wish I spent an extra $30 because I bought the one that doesn't have a switch, so I unplug it if I'm not using it, or it just stays on.
I got you.
So like, sometimes I like wake up and I'm like, ah, fuck, I didn't unplug my mixer, and it's just like super hot because it's been running for like 14 hours. All right, I got these NBA odds right here. 1 second. Money line, Boston, minus 130. Miami, plus 110. Booyah. So let's actually talk about these, because I bet you there's people out there who give a fuck about this. I actually do like betting in the sense I just don't have the money to spend on it where I feel like not like a piece of shit. If that makes sense. Like I'm not broke, but I don't have the flexibility to drop like the money on gambling. Like I have friends who drop like hundreds of dollars. I'm like, I kind of enjoy food. I kind of enjoy going out and boozing. You know?
Yeah, right. That's what my buddy does. We'll be watching some game and he'll last minute just throw like $100 on it, on something in it. I'm like damn, like same thing with you. Like I'd rather put that money somewhere else, but once I have
a good time.
Once I have a nice amount of zeros in the bank, I'm betting a lot.
Oh yeah, I agree. Once like I feel like I'm comfortable enough where I can splurge. Yeah, I'll open up like a FanDuel or whatever, put $100 a week in there and place a few bets a week. Yeah, like 100%. I just, like you said, I'm not at a place right now where I don't feel like an asshole when I lose. Like, I just blow money. That's another thing. I can't go to, I don't, all the times I've been to a strip club, never have enjoyed it because I'm just there. I'm like, damn, this is like $20.
Yeah.
Like that's like a dub right there. Or, I can
it
get
is,
so
yeah.
much more.
Yeah.
I can get so much more things like for $20 instead of a lap dance that I can barely feel or anything.
Yeah.
Like, and plus, like all the lap dances have been in the middle of Kansas, so you can only imagine what type of women I'm dealing with. Like, it's not like it. If there was any level of A, B, C, I'm probably dealing with D pluses. Okay, and I'm not talking bra size, but like. I don't even think they make D plus, but like either way. So we got Boston over here. Right now the spread is I actually kind of messed up the spread count, but it's plus right now 100 for Miami and minus 100. Actually minus 100 for both the Celtics and the Heat, but plus 2 Heat, minus 2 Celtics. Obviously, I think the Heat will cover the spread right here. And then money line is plus 110 for Heat, minus 130 for the Celtics. I'm going an over-under. I would take Heat cover the spread, over 204, money line Miami Heat. I don't know if at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's,
Checks the
it's right
boxes
now.
for me.
Yeah. But yeah, because it's right now the spread's what, plus 2, minus 2, minus 2 for the Celtics. If you guys don't know what that means, Celtics have to win by 2. Heat plus 2 is they have to lose within 2 or win by 1. I'm taking the Heat right there. Over 204. I'm taking over. You know, the over under 204. That's so easy to hit. That's literally 102 points each. That's
Yeah.
easy as hell.
Not last game,
then
though.
Yeah, I know. Money line's 100 and plus 110 for the Heat, and it's minus 110 for the Celtics. I would take plus 110 easily. Why wouldn't you? Like obviously you make the most money right there playing with and it's pretty decent odds. Granted, if anybody not named is Jimmy Butler playing?
I don't know. I think so.
I know the Heat did the gamemanship because the Celtics have been a-holes this whole playoffs. They've been just randomly announcing injuries. So Pat Riley, in a form of gamemanship, he literally just told them, he was just like, okay, we're going to put the whole team on questionable last game. I don't know if you saw the injury report. It was like the entire Heat roster was questionable. And I think it was Pat Riley just giving the double middle fingers.
Oh, damn.
Brad Stevens, and he's like, oh, you guys are going to keep playing around with the injury report? You guys are going to update your injury report late? You guys are going to keep acting like everybody's hurt? Well, we're going to put the entire roster. Everybody's hurt. Everybody's questionable.
Dude, that is crazy. We've got... So, yeah, JB will be fine, but he played last. PJ is on the injury report. Gabe Vincent, Tyler Hero, Max Strus, and Kyle Lowry. And they'll all play.
They'll all play.
Yeah,
But I think it's Pat Riley, just a little bit of gamemanship. He just told him, he's like, oh, because I don't know if you remember, like a week or two ago, the Celtics got fined for updating their injury report too late. So Pat Riley probably just got pissed off because he's like, oh, you guys are going to keep saying you don't know who's playing? The whole starting lineup. I don't know if they're going to play.
That's OG. That's OG messing right there.
That's just some pettiness. Pettiness. Like, two could play this game. But, man, oh, man. I just think when you look at this tonight, first off, the Miami Heat are a world-class organization. Nothing against Boston Celtics. My dad's a huge Boston Celtics fan. The Boston Celtics are a historic organization. But the Miami Heat, Pat Riley, is this a Pat Riley in vision? Or is this more, I guess you could say, Pat Riley himself has just brought in guys who buy into the culture. And it's kind of, because you think about Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, okay? You think about other guys on that roster that, I know Duncan Robinson's been pushed back, but Victor Oladipo, the man had his leg, like, just messed up, the quadricep, and now he's fine, okay? You have Bam Adebayo, who most people wouldn't have ever thought he would have developed into this. What do you think of Miami Heat?
Yeah, they're really solid. They're I mean, that's what they that's what they like. That's what they've liked. Players like PJ Tucker. I thought PJ Tucker was such a critical move that they made. And what's up, Shade? But I like them. I still think that they're missing that star power, but they're in a position where they're 6 wins away from possibly winning the NBA Finals and 2 from getting there. So they're really good. They're a well polished team, I would say. So shout out Pat Riley. They've done a phenomenal job since I can remember, honestly. Like, it's been a decade. And it'd be really interesting to see if they could get back there again. I'm rooting for Boston, but I'm glad we also had, like, I'm amped for this game. This game will be awesome.
This game will be definitely good.
Like, yeah, this one, I'm pretty amped for this. So I'm gonna have to start moving some stuff around after this pod to try and navigate sitting right here for 2.5 hours straight. Yeah.
I think about, look, first off, I think it's interesting to look at this game because you got Al Horford, who it has been rebuilding. Al Horford is looking like a man who had just signed a big old contract with the Boston Celtics that was in 2016-2015. And he's out there doing nothing. But I think what's interesting part is the Boston Celtics have a tendency to lose on offense. So let's go let Jason Tatum and it's his audio. Is it fixed now?
Try it. It was fine, but I think it could be better.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
I just switched off my blue microphone and I just hopped on the MacBook Pro. I'm just saying, I think it might be the snowball. Either way, I have a new mic coming in on tomorrow. FedEx, shout out. So hopefully that'll solve that. But yeah, I don't know why. Either way, what was I saying? Oh, this team. Shout out Shade Texton for the audio comment right here. Yeah, I actually like that. Yeah. Ooh, rah. Do you ever watch Robert E. Lee Emery? Not like the Confederates general, but like the guy from the actor on the History Channel where he would like pull up the guns and he'd be like, ooh, it's Robert E. Lee Emery today. We're talking about the MK-40. And the MK-40 carries 50 cal bullets.
I never saw it. Oh.
I will send you like clips of this. I used to like really be into like military history. That actually hurt my throat. But yeah, no.
I was just enjoying some History Channel at the gym a couple days ago.
Dude, I need to go to the gym. Ever since not even the gym, because I'm at my parents' house. My dad has a gym downstairs. I just look at it every day. And I'm
in the house.
In the house, he has a rowing machine, a treadmill, a total gym, free weights, all in the living room. So you can turn on the TV. Yeah, I just haven't done anything. I like look at it and I'm just like, I'm a piece of shit. And I have to literally across the street. I can walk over to my elementary school from my neighborhood, and they have a basketball court.
Oh, that's OG.
Because I play basketball like 3 to 5 times a week, not a day. That'd be awful. 3 to 5 times a week at school, because we have the rec and it's like 8 courts, and I just go.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. I go during the summer. It's the best because it's all grad students. So I usually go every single day, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and just play against like 24, 25-year-olds.
Hell yeah.
Much fun.
Do you go back in the summer to just enjoy it there in the summer, or do you like work?
Oh, like I live full time in Lawrence, bro. My parents separated when I was ending my freshman year. So my mom got a new place, didn't get a bedroom for me. And my dad turned all the bedrooms in this house. One's a storage room, one's completely empty, and one's a guest bedroom. And then he has his master bedroom. And my dad's house has just turned into like a bachelor pad.
There you go.
That's why I was saying it's like he has like the gym downstairs. It's like literally in his living room. Like his living room is like TV, workout equipment, table, just to hold a few shit when he's like watching TV. So I come back, like I'm staying a little longer than I have any time before because it's my little sister's high school graduation. So I have to stay for that. But I'll be back next week. What about you? Where are you from? Born and raised Chicago?
Yeah, I move out in a week actually. So.
Oh, you live on like right near campus?
Yeah, I'm by Loyola. Yeah, 10 minutes.
Is Loyola Chicago by all the universities? DePaul, Loyola Chicago, University of Chicago. What's the other one? Isn't there another
Northwestern?
one? Northwestern. Are they all in the same area?
Northwest. Yeah, I mean not really, but kind of. Northwestern's about 15 minutes north of me. I'm on the like tip of the city. I go north. I go 10 minutes south, and it's where the Cubs Wrigley Field, and that's where DePaul is, about Fullerton. So couple more stops, and then you start getting south there, and that's Chicago, Illinois, and they're spread out.
But I forgot Chicago, Illinois is there too.
Yeah. So,
quick question: Does Loyola Chicago do the trimesters like fucking DePaul? I know one person goes to DePaul and they're on trimesters and they're always home on the weirdest breaks. I'm like, why are you home when nobody's ever home? She's like, well, we do trimesters. I'm like, well, yeah, it's like that just sucks. That is.
We make fun of DePaul kids for that. I think freaking God we don't have trimesters. I'd still be in school right now. I wouldn't be a college graduate.
I forgot they start school in like September and they end in June.
They start really late, but then they have like 4 weeks off in the middle. They have all these weird breaks. Yeah, it's just weird.
Not at all. Yeah, but they've done really well with basketball products. Paul Reed just won G League MVP. Okay, or not this past year, but a year ago, he won G League MVP. Max Strus.
Yes, sir.
Also, everybody's sucking Christian Brown's dick from KU, and I keep saying Christian Brown isn't as good a shooter as Svi Mikhailou, and he isn't as athletic or defensively as good as Kelly Oubre was coming out of Kansas, and people keep telling me he's going to be a first-round pick, when all I think Christian Brown is Max Strus, maybe not as good. Do you know Christian Brown? You follow Christian Brown?
No.
He's KU, the white guy who was on KU's championship team.
Did they win it all?
Yeah, did you not watch the NCAA?
Kansas won it all this year?
Yeah, this is why I get.
That must have been sick.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
I actually could have gotten tickets, but I didn't buy tickets to the championship game because I really didn't think we were gonna make it. And like you had to buy. So like the way it worked. So I have season pass. I've had a season pass for Kansas basketball every single year. I've gone there because we're gonna go to the greatest, the creator of college basketball. I could go on. I have so many Kansas basketball like tidbits and facts I could tell you about, but we created every basketball program. Adolph Rupp, the guy who created Kentucky basketball, came from KU. The guy who created UNC basketball came from KU. Basically, every blue blood basketball program besides UCLA was created by Kansas University, like either by a former player or an assistant. And my best friend's mother's uncle is Fog Allen, so which probably means nothing to you. He's like considered one of the best coaches of all time. 1950s, like when you enter, it's called Allen Fieldhouse for Fog Allen, and when you come in, it says "Beware of the fog."
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I didn't go as many games this year. Yeah, Shane Texan just said they beat UNC, man. How'd you miss this?
In the champ,
you know have you not seen the Geek Kansas championship scores? I'm about to pull this up for you because I can't believe you haven't seen this.
I don't know where I was for that game. I'm a Duke supporter. I'm a Duke bandwagon. Loyola lost right away, so I was like, F the tournament.
All right, right here. If you look at this, first half, the score was 40-25.
Oh my God.
KU came back, scoring 47 points to win the game, 72-69. They were down 15 points going into the second half. KU comes back and outscores them by 18. You don't remember this game?
I don't think I watched it. I feel like I know what he's saying because I have I feel like I have a super dope Carolina nudie. But for some reason I don't remember. I think I was playing COD during it.
You play COD instead of watching the NCAA
I
championship.
think I was playing with my friends and they were kind of like commentating a little bit.
This is the white boy that a lot of people, Christian Brown.
That's Christian Brown?
Yeah, that's Christian Brown. That's who I think is like Max Strus 2.0.
Yeah.
And I hate comparing white basketball players to other white basketball players just because people, like, there will always be one person who will comment, you're a racist because you compared him to a white guy. So my new thing is I put on, I compare black people to white people to black people always. I just do the opposite race. Not always, but for the most part, I just do that. I'll be like, you can't complain then. You can't complain. It gets hard sometimes. Let me tell you, it's very hard to find guys who are exactly the same when you always want to choose a guy to be like Wes Welker. It's like whenever a new slot receiver comes in. I swear to God, any slot receiver who comes in the NFL who's 5'9", comes in the NFL, he's a scrappy, sneaky athletic, tough guy. Good locker room guy. Could be the next Wes Welker, Julian Edelman. You're like, okay, so he's a short, quick white guy. Is what you're trying to tell us, like, in the nicest of terms.
Man, I love Wes Welker.
Yeah. Also, damn, you got exposed, bro.
I don't like college basketball. I don't like it.
I hate college basketball. I fucking hate college basketball. College basketball, boring. I get, second off, it's the coaches' game. The players don't matter, okay? Player development is thrown through the window. They just teach you how to run the system, and that's all that matters. Run our system, and then go on with your life.
Comply. Loyola had a really good defense this year, but our offense was so bad, and I could not watch any game. We lost Krutwig. We lost everyone from my Final Four freshman year. We lost.
That was insane. You guys lost me so much fucking money because of that game. Michigan, you guys were beating Michigan with less than 2 minutes left by 7. I had $100 that I split with my sister on that. It's the last bet my sister ever split with me. And I was supposed to pull in like 500. Lost it. They lost a 7-point lead against Michigan. I think it was, honestly, Duncan Robinson might have been on that Michigan team.
I think it was Duncan Poole.
Yeah, I think it was Duncan Poole that beat them.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I think there was was it Mo Wagner?
Yeah, Mo Wagner, right?
I think he was there too.
I gotta Google this. I think Mo was on that team.
They were a loaded Michigan cast. That loss sucked.
I feel so bad for.
Like, it was so different because when we made the Final Four, all those kids were like celebrities, but they were so much older than me that they were all like super dope in my eyes. And sometimes you'd even go to the courts, even if it was in season, you'd go to the courts and they'd be there sometimes, like running with you. And
really?
Yeah. But nowadays, now that I'm like a fifth-year senior and I'm about to be 23, I'm like, I have classes with some of these guys, or I'll even just know some of these guys, and they're all like, it's just not the same, like, fire. Like, it's just not they're cool, but they're not. I don't think they're good. I don't think they're that good at all, actually. I think it's just the defense and the system. So,
you guys have the same coach?
No, he went to Oklahoma. We have Denzel Valentine's brother. Yeah.
What happened to Denzel Valentine? You guys
fucking balling out in Cleveland.
I don't even think he's on Cleveland. Or if he was, he didn't even play.
They might have dropped him, but I do remember he played a little bit in the beginning or midway point.
Is his brother a good coach?
I think they won they won our conference. I think he's fine, but I think the talent they have just sucks. Our point guard's dope as hell, Braden Norris. I thought he was sick, but
I'm a big firm believer that in college basketball, the coach is the most important part. Like
Makes
it
sense.
doesn't. Like
Coach K.
players obviously matter, but you see all these teams like Butler, Xavier, Creighton, Villanova, who bring in just 2, 3 stars, the occasional 4-star recruit,
Yeah.
and they're able to compete with the blue bloods.
Yeah.
It's because of. I mean, obviously the blue bloods coaches are good, okay, but it's more of the fact that I think you see these mid majors continue to have success when they have had the same coach for 25 years, just because it's all system based. Like everybody has a system. Also, it's zone defense. Again, this is what I always tell people. I'm like, the bench warmer on an NBA team was probably the best player on his high school team, was probably the best player on his college team, unless he went to a blue blood, he's probably the second or third best player. But people don't realize that that if you're in the NBA, you're one of the world's greatest basketball players, even if you're playing no minutes a night. If you're just logging even if you're logging DMPs, you're considered one of the best players in the entire NBA, which I think people just forget about that.
Yeah. It's fair.
Yeah, what do you? So let's get into some NBA rumors. Zach LaVine. Have you heard about this?
Oh, I've heard my Levine rumors.
What do you think? Do you think they're true?
I have a hard time believing he's gonna turn away $50 million. With everything he's been through, I think unfortunately he's in Chicago for the next 4 years. Yeah,
So
Atlanta, get the hell. If you think Zach LaVine's going to Atlanta, get the hell out of here.
So the reason why Zach LaVine is thinking about leaving $50 million, because I believe it's $200 million he can get, almost $200 million from the Chicago Bulls, and he'll only get like 150 if he goes anywhere else. And the reason why he wants to do this is 2 reasons. The main reason is he wants to be the alpha dog. He believes in Chicago. He won't. If he stays, he will not be. He wants to basically be the franchise, face of the franchise.
Which he is.
I honestly felt like DeMar was getting more praise this year.
Well, DeMar
And that's
had an MVP season, and if he wants to be the top dog, then do better.
He's got to have an MVP. Yeah, I agree with that. And that's why. The other thing is, I don't know why, but it seems like he either wants to play next to a point guard, because all the teams he's being connected to, first Trae Young and the Hawks, Damian Lillard and the Trailblazers, DeJounte Murray and the Spurs. I think it's Cade Cunningham and the Pistons, and I think the LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. Obviously, I think the first 2 teams in the Trailblazers and the Hawks make the most sense. Honestly, I don't think the Hawks make any sense. Your defense would get even worse. Like, you have already the second best offense. Like, all that's going to happen is you're going to become the first offense and become the worst defense. I don't know.
Every single team you just named, he wouldn't be the guy on. Every single team.
I know. Maybe the Spurs, because DeJounte Murray is like barely a 20-point scorer. Like, he could score more, but
yeah, but he's also like a 20, 10, and 10 guy. Like,
yeah, that is true.
And he's ascending up.
I love
Portland to
Murray.
me never made any sense.
For Portland's sake, I agree. It never made sense. Portland would literally have to give up every single player not named Damian Lillard to get Zach LaVine.
It's just, yeah, I don't think it makes sense, especially with the emergence of Simons. I think if he were to leave, it'd be to LA. But even if he wanted to go to LA, he's going to be Mr. 2. Even if he's leading the team in points scored, which he won't.
Oh yeah.
He'd still be number 2. So
you said it so right there. He's like, even if he was, which he probably would lead the team in scoring if he went to Los Angeles, he would still be. Yeah.
Let me tell you about a boy named LeBron.
Oh yeah, now LeBron. Didn't he average like 30 this year?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I love LeBron. I don't know how you hate LeBron, okay? Like, I've never understood the LeBron slander, but, I mean, I do understand LeBron slander because a lot of people are, like, just telling him to play basketball, but at the same time, like, this man has a platform that he should be, you know? So,
Yeah,
like,
it's a flawed argument from the start.
it's a flawed argument, yeah. Like, anybody who has a platform like that, I feel like it is your social duty to try to, like, promote change. So I have nothing wrong with that. Actually, I'm completely against anybody hating on players for promoting activism because
That's
like,
ridiculous.
you should. It's ridiculous. If you have a platform like that, in which they're aware that they do, you should be promoting change. That's just your moral responsibility.
It's just because it's LeBron. Like, it's a lot more vocal here because of MJ, but like like I even think of stuff like yesterday, like, you know, the horrible disaster that was. But like, I saw a tweet from like DeMarcus Lawrence because he's on the Cowboys, and he sent out a tweet saying like, you know, how like can someone help me out? Where do I donate money to help blah 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 for schools? And like, I just like that's normal, right? Like, you're a human being, like you and if you're like you said, if you have that platform, if you have the money, you want to promote change. It's just because it's LeBron James. Like it's just crazy how much he gets ridiculed. The second that man retires, all of LeBron haters and everyone watching basketball right now, including me, is going to tell every new person, like every younger person in 5 to 10 years, about how great it was watching LeBron James' career. It's ridiculous.
Exactly. I got to see it basically in its entirety. I think I only missed the first 3 years. I can't remember 03 to 07. The earliest I can remember the earliest memories of 08 LeBron, and I'm very thankful that I got to see 14 years of my life right now I've gotten to see LeBron. But yeah, no, you said it right. The other thing is, one of the things I thought was great. So yesterday, the Snap stories that they get you to click on. There was one about Markiplier, and I was talking about his net worth. And I don't really care about Markiplier, but I actually want to kind of see his net worth. And dude, he's made like tens of millions of dollars. But they were asking him like, "What do you do with this?" He's like, "I donate it to charity." He's like, he was basically saying, "I have a disgusting amount of money that I've been paid through YouTube." He's like, "I'm super comfortable. I've made more than enough." He's like, "At this point, I just keep finding new charities to donate to." I'm just like,
that?
Markiplier.
Who's that though? A YouTuber?
He's like some gamer YouTuber. He's like one of the bigger ones. He basically he makes videos like Mr. Beast, but for video games, super well produced. Because his whole thing is like, I've made so much money and it's all because of his fans. So he's like, I think my fans deserve the highest quality videos. Mm-hmm. So he puts all his money back into the videos and then donates the rest to charity.
What a G.
Yeah. I mean, dude, also, it's just insane how much. That's what the other thing is, like, I don't understand how people get into sponsorships when they get into YouTube, because like a few of the YouTubers I follow, like you should follow Spencer Cornelia. He's like this financial YouTuber that he exposes scammers and fake finance gurus, and he'll every few months show his YouTube revenue. Like he'll pull up his YouTube analytics and do a whole video. And he's like, "This is how much money I made. I made $45,000 this past month off of YouTube." Yeah. And then he'll show up his because he owns 3 houses and he rents them out by the room, and he lives in the basement of one of them. And he's one of the best. I actually hit him up to intern, and at first he seemed like he was interested, and then he told me no. He's like, "You're in Kansas, I'm in Las Vegas." He's like, "For you to come out here and for me to teach you all this work, for you just to leave isn't worth it." I'm like, You're right. But he basically shows his money, and dude, he just broke 100,000, and when he was only at 80,000, he was making $45,000 a month off of YouTube, just ad revenue with no sponsorships, none of those "Hey, this is brought to you by Best Fiends," none of that, just by YouTube ad rolls. He made $45,000 in a month.
It's once you make it, once you break through, it's nice. I always get my main channel is demonetized. I'm looking at like my other channels I haven't gotten money analytics in like 2 days now, so I'm like, fuck, I hate when that happens. Like, it stresses me out. Like where did it go?
No, I completely. I get pissed sometimes. I'll have a video popping off, okay, and I'm like, yes, didn't get claimed, so I can get all the money. And then like 2 weeks pass, and maybe the video has like over 10,000 views. I just get like a notification. Oh, BBTV has flagged this video now that it has 10,000. I'll be like, I just earned like $50 off that video, or like so and so.
The stuff I sent you a while ago, or the stuff I sent you a couple weeks ago when we were DMing about my account getting demonetized, I apparently send them that because evidently like Rusty the Dork, Bull Central, like Alex Hoops, they all refute it, and they say it always works. The refuting.
Well, I'm gonna do it. I just got 2 months ago I got a claim from inside the NBA from Turner Sports. You know, like how usually when
like
you
a strike?
Yeah. So listen to this fucked up shit. You know, like how you can appeal it, and usually when you appeal it, they give you 3 days to reject the repeal if they rescind it before they give you a strike. They rejected my appeal and automatically gave me a strike within a day.
Jeez.
And I was like, what? I was like, I didn't even get the ability to rescind the appeal. And they just gave me a strike. And I've actually emailed the director of communications for Turner Sports like 3 times. She still keeps ignoring me. About to send her another one telling her that if she doesn't email me back, she's about to get 2 emails a day like I'm Andy Dufresne from Shawshank Redemption. And if you don't respond to my emails, I'm going to start sending you actual letters every fucking day. I have stamps. I have nothing except time. I have nothing except time. Listen to this. I sent this one last year to BBTV to this guy named Vince Ball because I had a video with like 80,000 views that they were trying to take down, and I was like, fuck no, we're gonna sit down. Also, BBTV hit me up the other day, scheduled a meeting because they were like, hey, NBA Playmakers is interested in you. Yeah. Set up the meeting. I go to the meeting, and I come in. They're like, oh, by the way, we sent your information to NBA Playmakers. They don't want you. You need at least 50,000 to 100,000 views per video. I'm like, so why'd you email me this? And they're like, well, we're going to now actually sell you. Do you mind if we just pitch you BBTV's normal affiliation? I'm like, sure. And then at the end, they're like, do you want to join? I'm like, no. I was like, if this was NBA affiliated, maybe. I was like, but you also told me if I joined the NBA affiliation, the only benefit I get is that I can use NBA highlights, and that's all. You guys take my money. Yeah. I was like, why would I do that? I was like, I only wanted to join because they made it seem like in the email I would get media access. I'd be able to go to the combine. I'd get like all this like NBA like media access, and they're like, no, we only give that to people who have over 1 million subscribers. I'm like,
yeah, they sell you on the boring stuff with Playmakers, and I forget what. I think they offered me like a 70-30 share or something like that, and I was like, I'll just do my face. Like, fuck all of you, I don't need you. Like, I'm literally just gonna do my face from now on, and that's what I did.
What I do is I search up player name mix. Like MIX mix, because if you search up the mixes instead of highlights, they use those weird angles where they don't show the scores.
Yeah, you gotta worry about though.
What I do is I cut them. What I do is I download 3 of them, and I chop them up into thirds, and I mix them, and then I put dissolves, and then I put a filter called vignette over it, so it makes it a little darker, and then I put the face cam. And I get away with that. It takes me like I've gotten so good at it. It takes me like 2 minutes to make nice. And and at this point, like if they ever do, I rarely get flagged, and if I do, I'm just like, bro, this is transformative as fuck. If I ever review, because I'm like, my face is on there. I was like, my face is over the screen. Yeah. So, and I was like, and I have filters over this. So I was like, this has been transformed. But yeah. Damn. Okay. This was a random ass episode. Holy shit. Dave McCormick, the center for Kansas, who I've tweeted like 30 times telling him to become an NFL tight end, and he's ignored me. I send him pictures of Jimmy Graham or like articles saying best college players turn tight ends, and I'm like, this could be you. I say at David McCormick, he's never responded, but I keep telling him, I'm like, bro, you're not a basketball player. Like you've been playing the wrong sport your whole life. You look like a football player at the rec. Come on, you're 6'9", 250 with a 7-foot wingspan.
Jeez.
Because, dude, and I'm over here. I'm like, you're wasting your time playing basketball. Literally, this man could play like 1 game, 2 games in the USFL and enter into next year's NFL draft and probably be a 7th round pick.
Yeah,
because
right.
when people would be like, you're either a tight end or a defensive end. 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, and he's 250 pounds. Dude, all they would tell him, they're like, we don't even need to teach you how to run a route. Just whenever we're within the 20-yard line, just go in the end zone and just start waving your hands.
Just run straight. Run straight, and when you reach the end zone, turn around.
Literally, though, like 6'9", 250 with a 7-foot wingspan, no one's going to do anything right there.
Yeah.
If I was an NFL team, I'd be hitting him up every day. Bro, you're making a mistake. Basketball idiot. I got a signing bonus right here in cash. Come to the Dallas Cowboys. I can see Jerry Jones being like, come over. I got a nice facility. All the best grass in Texas that you can imagine. No state income.
Yeah. We got Whataburger.
Yeah, we got I've never had Whataburger. They just opened one in Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes opened.
Did they really?
They just opened it a month or 2 ago. I'm gonna get it on the way back.
You should try them all on a video. My favorite's the patty melt.
Everybody says that. Every person from, because I have a bunch of friends from Texas. My roommate's actually from Plano, and he always says patty melt, patty melt, patty melt.
Patty melt. So it's backwards, baby. The chicken tendy is good too, but
I'm a big Fuddruckers guy. You like Fuddruckers?
I don't even know what that is. I've never heard that in my life.
You've never had Fudd?
Sounds like a bad chocolate place.
Nah, man, you're missing out. You're missing out, bro. Fuddruckers is next level. I don't think I had Fuddruckers actually a few months ago, but so this is Fuddruckers. It's back in the day. It's the world's best hamburgers. Like, you used to be able to choose the size you wanted. Like, this used to be like the 5-pound.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah,
that thing is huge.
You used to be able to get like, yeah, dude. You've never had Fuddruckers, the world's greatest hamburgers?
No.
So good. So it's changed a little bit, but it's still gas. Like, you go in, you build your burger, and everything's made in house. So back in the day, you used to wait in line, and they'd have glass windows, so you'd see the butcher grinding the ground beef and then make all the different size patties. Then you would see the baker rolling out the buns and baking the buns. And then you'd see the guys making your sandwich. So you go in and you can get like literally like they have like so many different, like, tell me this burger doesn't seem like gas. Like, they're massive to begin with, but then they also sell massive ones. They're also going out of business, so like keep Fuddruckers alive. I'm like a huge, like my daddy's. Yeah, I'll tell the link. Go, like, if you see your local Fuddruckers, go there. Support your local Fuddruckers. They did just get bought, and they were saved from bankruptcy, but, you know, they're probably still close to bankruptcy.
It's a step in the right direction, I guess.
Yeah. All right, so who do you have winning tonight?
Boston in 6.
Boston in 6. All right, Boston in 6. I got Miami in 6. Yeah, even though my dad's a Boston Celtics fan and I own a white Mamba jersey, and I should wear that if they win next game.
Should wear that. Should wear it regardless.
What? Just the Brian Scalabrine jersey?
Yeah. We'll put two cheeseburgers on the line here.
Yeah, I'll send you 2 Fuddruckers. 2 Fuddrucker burgers.
Well, yeah, should be fun.
Next time we speak, I should have a new microphone. No more mic issues. I also want to figure it out that way.
Go.
All right. I'll be chopping this up into clips, and we'll upload in the next hour this onto Spotify. So whatever you're listening to this, go check out our YouTubes. Mine is Cyro Asseo. His is Will Upton, even though his name is Jackson Elstro, which is like funny as hell that I mentioned last time. I was like, yeah, dude, I know these two brothers named Jake and Justin. Like, and you just didn't ever just like piece that together that I'm also from Maryland and they live in Maryland and your cousins are named Jake and Justin. Because I posted a video of you on my story, like of episode 4, and your cousin Justin slid up and he was like, "That's my cousin." I'm like, "You're fucking lying." He's like, "No," he's like, "That's my cousin who lives in Chicago." I was like,
yeah, it's so sick. It's so sick.
They literally call Baltimore Smaltimore.
Oh, really?
For how small Baltimore is, because everybody knows everyone, they call it Smaltimore.
Oh, damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah. You should have just, last time I brought this up, you should have been like, yeah, I have 2 cousins who live in Baltimore. You could have just said that. And it would have been like, oh, I probably know them. They go to my best friend's high school, or went to my best friend's high school. Yeah, the only reason I know him is because Jake dated this really hot girl who was a year below me at my height. Yeah, this hot girl who was a year younger than me at my high school, he dated her. And we all like mutually ran in the same party group, like on the weekends. So like we'd always all bump into each other at parties. And I was like closer to his girlfriend because like she was pretty hot. So like I was always just, if that ended, I always wanted to be like good terms. And I think it did end it, but like I have a girlfriend now, so that ship has sailed. But like,
yeah, it was. I only went to visit once in Baltimore, but they're dogs, they're beasts.
Oh yeah,
they're Elstros, bro. It's how we.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, as soon as you told me, I found out you're related to them. I was like, I know what you're about. I do. As soon as like you said, I found out that they're your cousins. I was like, okay, this kid knows what I'm about, and I know what he's about. Like, if he's anything like his cousins, like, we'll get along fine.
Yeah, right.
All right, bud. That was the show. I'll catch you on Friday.
See you.
Peace.